Well, Utah company is hitting a major milestone this week. Sorenson Communications has now connected more than 1 billion conversations for deaf and hard of hearing communities. And that means it makes everyday communication possible for so many people. And we have Lincoln joining us live with the latest on this story. Well, congratulations for this big milestone.
Yeah, it certainly is a big milestone, Mary, and here to talk about it with me right now is Paget Alves, CEO of Sorenson Communications. Thank you so much for being here. I also just want to mention that we have a corporate interpreter, Soraya, over here as well, and we're going to be speaking with one of your deaf employees a little bit later on. Paget, let me speak with you right now. What is Sorenson for those who have never heard of it?
Yeah, Sorenson Communications is the largest provider of accessibility services for the deaf and hard of hearing. So we provide captioning services to the hard of hearing community and VRS or VRI, which is video remote interpreting for, or direct in-person interpreting for the deaf community. We've been in business well over 20 years. We're a Utah-based company, and we're the largest in this marketplace. So we're a very critical sort of service for the way people live their lives to allow them access to opportunities they may not otherwise have. Because, as you know, communication is critical, just like what we're doing this morning.
Absolutely. 1 billion conversations. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it means a lot. It means that it's just an indication, one data point of the kinds of impact we've had on people's lives for over 20 years. That means that the two conversations we've supported, and you're going to talk with Brooke shortly, about the conversations we support with the deaf community, which are often in person and often remote. It means that we've got an interpreter who's acting to translate between a hearing person and a deaf person. It means that there are transactions where a hard of hearing person is using our captioning services to understand more clearly what's happening in a communication, again, with someone who is not hard of hearing. But it's something we've done for a very long time. As you can tell, getting to 1 billion is a milestone. But it's a journey we'll be on for many, many years to come. So we're excited about it.
If you're not deaf or hard of hearing and you don't have family or friends, you probably don't understand how critical this is.
That's right.
What kind of a service this is. I mean, just talk about how basic it is, the basic of a service it is for people.
Yeah, and I think that's something that you don't appreciate until you experience it, whether you experience it through family, friends, or colleagues at work. But it is a...
Live TV, that's all right.
Right.
It's happened to me too. So
it happens all. The one thing I forgot to do was shut off the phone. Their communication real time. It's very, very critical. And think about day-to-day activities. If you're deaf in this country, you and I as hearing, we take for granted the fact we could go into a hotel and check in. We're going to talk to the reservation agent. We're going to have a conversation, go back and forth. Two-way communication is easy. If you're deaf, you have to figure out a way to accommodate that. If you're hard of hearing and you're trying to communicate with a physician, you may have a difficulty understanding what was being conveyed. Captioning, and the nice thing about captioning, we all use it now. Roughly 50% of the population, we turn it on to streaming shows. Yes. So the idea that captioning is associated with some hard of hearing or some aging is kind of going away.
Yeah.
And that's good in a way because it makes it more accessible, it's more accepted. And whatever reservations people had about it, they no longer really have. So it's all of that kind of communication. It just makes life events easier in an employer context. And we support many of the largest employers in the country. And we're going to support their employees when they're in a meeting and they need an interpreter, or they're participating in a video conference. Those are the real life situations that we support.
You guys have kind of a cool lobby here. Yeah. I mean, you have some of the different tools that have been used over the years, right? And they certainly have changed over the years.
Yeah, that's a bit of you can see devices going back to what are basically teletype machines. We've all forgotten what those are like. Principally phones. And the video phone is a high resolution. It's better than the type of device we may use on a laptop or typical Teams or FaceTime. But we also support laptops, tablets, and mobile phones because these days we all use those many devices, and we want to be able to offer the services in all of those, with all of those mediums.
And I have to imagine artificial intelligence, AI, is changing things for you just like it is for everyone out there.
It is. And it's funny, AI, of course, people get uncomfortable about the idea that AI is changing, but they also get excited. We had a demo here yesterday of what we're working on. And we've used AI in the past for speech recognition, so the captioning service, the human and the captioning agent is complemented by AI to speed the captioning.
Okay.
But in the interpreting world, it's not yet something that's being utilized broadly. What we're doing is we're investing in a model that would allow us to have a photorealistic avatar, a lot of buzzwords, but basically a human-like, a machine-driven solution to interpret in lieu of an interpreter. Okay. Why does that matter? It matters because interpreters are not going to be available 24/7.
Correct.
They're not available for incidental communication. For the types of things I do, so it's not practical to have an interpreter available to log in to a mobile website or something to help in that communication.
All right, Padgett, thank you so much for talking to us this morning.
Thanks.
We have more here from Sorenson Communications coming up in just a little bit. As I said, we're going to be talking with one of their deaf employees, talking about how this company has affected them professionally and personally. A lot more to come. We'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Just opens a whole new world for them.
Thanks very much.
Very cool. Thanks, guys. Well, welcome back. It's 8:42 on this Wednesday. Sorenson Communications, this Utah company, is celebrating 1 billion conversations. That is millions of lives touched.
That's remarkable. We're taking a closer look at what this technology actually looks like day to day. Lincoln is learning more about how it all comes together. Lincoln, how's it going?
Hey, Brian and Mary, we have a really cool demonstration coming up for you in just a moment here. First, I want to introduce you excuse me, to Brooke Grossinger of Community Relations here at Sorenson. She is deaf. I have corporate interpreter Greg off to the side. We don't often do these types of interviews here on live TV. But Greg, you're going to be hearing Greg's voice, but I'm going to be talking to Brooke. Brooke, tell me what Sorenson means to you professionally and personally.
Yeah, well, on a personal level, Sorenson really opened the bridge for communication for the deaf community and broke down barriers. So I could call you or somebody else at any time and talk about anything, religion, politics, business, make a doctor's appointment, whatever I need, and I can connect with people. Professionally, this has given me an opportunity to connect with our community members, to listen to what their needs are, what their experiences are, and what their needs are. As Sorenson has developed quite a few products over the years, we listen to the community, develop our products from scratch to meet the needs of the deaf community and provide those services.
And I see a history of devices here behind you.
Yes, we've been around for a long time. The deaf and hard of hearing community is not a new community. We've been here for millions of years. And technology, we've always felt a little behind. We're always trying to chase technological advancements, and right now technology is advancing so quickly, and Sorenson wants to make sure that we're right up there in providing communication services and keeping everybody connected.
Okay, you're going to do a demonstration for us. Before you do it, just explain what you're going to show us real quick.
Sure. This is a mock video relay service call, but this is how a deaf and hard of hearing person would place a phone call and connect with somebody. So I would place a call on the video phone screen here. I will see a sign language interpreter. I'll ask them to connect to you. You'll answer the phone, and we'll have a normal phone conversation.
Okay.
And the important person in the middle in this situation is the interpreter, who's helping to relay that conversation. American Sign Language is my native language. I can read and write English fine, but sign language is my native language, and I'm going to use that to communicate with you.
Okay, I'll have you start the process. Greg, let me grab your phone. Okay. So just bear with us as we go through this process.
So just open it up on the home screen here. And I'm dialing the phone number. The deaf person would dial the phone number of the person they want to call. We're connected with the interpreter now.
Hello, this is Lincoln.
Hi, you've got an interpreted phone call coming from someone who uses American Sign Language, and I'll get you connected now, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Lincoln. Hey, it's me, Brooke. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you, Brooke. This is probably old hat to you, but it's probably new for somebody like me who hasn't gone through this before.
Yeah, absolutely. We have actually been in business for over 20 years, and it truly was a breakthrough for the deaf community. We're absolutely thrilled to have this kind of technology. It's really incredible to see our video quality and the process of providing that communication. It's clear without any pauses, and really everything is allowing us to have our visual language. We also have something called voice carryover, which means a deaf or hard of hearing person that likes to speak for themselves can do that. So we have lots of different features through this that really are conducive and can be conducive to any deaf individual, whether it be for a business, a school, for a personal reason, or for a doctor's appointment. We're able to meet those needs through this technology.
Brooke, tell me about where we are right now with this technology and just how far we've come with what else we're seeing in the lobby here.
Yes, absolutely. Our technology has grown so much, and our customers have been very happy with what we provide, and we also follow very specific formulas of what it looks like. Even our colors and our logos and designs change with that process. So for our software, which is here in the lobby that you can probably see, that can be downloaded on devices. So now we're always on the go, we're out and about, using different technologies such as texting. So now we can download an app right there on our phone and really have an equivalent function to those who are hearing and speak on the phone when they're on the go. So I have the same ability to do that, speaking through a VRS call on my phone. Or if I'd like to order maybe on the go as well, like, hey, I'm gonna come pick up this pizza in 15 minutes. This way I can actually call prior to going to pick it up, and again, provide that equivalency to what other hearing individuals also experience. So that's something we also provide.
All right, Brooke, I mean, this has got to just mean so much to you personally, and I asked the CEO, Paget, this. If you know somebody who is deaf or hard of hearing, obviously this really impacts you, but for so many other people out there, they're kind of just hearing about it now for the first time. We have less than 30 seconds left. Just tell us personally what this kind of technology does for you.
Yes, absolutely. Personally, I really do feel like I'm connected to the world. I can become more aware and excited about what's happening, and I can, in parallel, be excited just like you.
Okay, excellent. Brooke, I would like you to come and stand next to me as we go back out, if you don't mind. I'm going to go back to you guys in the studio. Again, this is Brooke Grossinger with me right now. Really cool things they're doing here at Sorenson. They've come such a long way, and of course, artificial intelligence changing things too. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. We'll send it back to you guys. My pleasure.
Technology making a difference. That's incredible, and to see the behind the scenes of it was really unique.
Very cool. Thanks so much, Lincoln. Really connects them to the world, like she said. And remember, you can watch that segment. You can watch ARC Salt Lake anytime on your phone, tablet, or TV, or check out highlights of any of our newscasts. Scan that QR code right there, and it'll take you to our ARC Salt Lake YouTube page. And always